And we are live with another episode of the Brown Water Banter Podcast. My name is Jared Seymour.
My name is Joey Cates.
It is Joey Cates, and we got a good show for you. In the studio, we have the gentleman from Driftset Fishing Charters, man. We're going to be talking about all things blue water, I guess, today on the show. Swordfish, tuna, what are we doing? A bunch of stuff.
The whole shebang.
It's going to be a good show, man. Before we do that, we got to thank the people that keep the lights on for us like we always do over here at the Brown Water Studio right out of the gate. Dr. Robbie Williams over at Southern Magnolia Smiles, man. If you're looking for a great local dentist, you can look him up on the socials at Southern Magnolia Smiles on Facebook and Instagram. He's right here in Ocean Springs on Washington Avenue. 2026, the time to brush those teeth and get those pearly whites looking good. When you want to do that, you can give him a call at 228-215-1202 and tell him Brownwater sent you. It's our buddy Tyler right here from Taylor & Cox Law Firm. He's got signs scattered all over the Mississippi Gulf Coast, man. If you, yourself, or someone you know needs legal representation, they specialize in felonies, misdemeanors, DUI, BUI, family law, divorce, child custody. If it goes down in a courtroom, he can represent you. So he's in Jackson County, George County, and Greene County. So if that's something that you need or someone you know, give them a call, 228-696-0111, and tell them Brownwater sent you. Man, it's about to be beach bod time. And,
it's too late.
It's too late.
Yeah, it's too
it's
late.
probably a little too late, but
it's too late.
I would still say, give it a shot at this point. Forever Young Men and Women's Health, man, they are the one for you. Their motto is bringing medicine, health, and exercise together to help men and women live their best lives. This is Kendrick right here. He's been on the show before. He's all things knowledgeable and optimizing your health and fitness. Book a consultation with him. Go in there, man. Listen to him. He'll explain everything to you. He'll do some blood work. He'll go over it with you, see if you're vitamin deficient, hormone deficient, all that, and get you back on track to feeling better and moving around again. So give him a call at 228-363-6623. And again, tell him Brownwater sent you. So we want to thank all the sponsors, man, because without them, we'd be doing this show in the dark.
Yeah, because we broke.
We broke, man. We broke as hell. But anyway, gentlemen, thank y'all for stopping by this evening, coming and joining us and talking all things. I guess we're going to call this the Blue Water Show today.
I guess so. I guess we'll call it. Thank you for having us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude, it's absolutely our pleasure. We love doing episodes like this. It's right in our wheelhouse. I don't know how we got hooked up here. Was this through Joey, through the Facebook page? How'd that go down?
Well, you saw the one we did with your boys.
With the Yacht Armor guys, yeah.
Oh,
with,
okay.
Miles Griffin and those guys from Yacht Armor.
Okay. Yeah, that was a good show. Those guys seem like they like to hustle, them dudes.
Yeah, they are, man.
Young bucks hustling.
Love that about them.
Did you meet them through them cleaning your boat or something? You already knew them.
Or we're gonna get some stuff done through it, but just kind of met them and hooked up and went fishing and went from there. Pretty much.
I like it. We always start the show off pretty much the same way, man. First off, let's do this. Introduce yourself, both of you gentlemen, and how you officiated with Driftset.
All right. Well, my name is Justin Fayard, and I started Driftset fishing and basically fished out of Venice for the last 10 years, I guess, and trying to do something a little different and get started on the Mississippi Gulf Coast.
Yeah.
So just kind of going from there.
I love it. Yeah. If people don't know, you have to live under a rock. I know our audience knows, but that's fishing capital of the world.
Yeah.
It is. They do have some phenomenal fishing there. But I mean, the way I look at it is, if you can do it out of there, then you can pretty much do it from anywhere. So here we are.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that. We talked a little bit before we went live about Joe had done it with Side Bet out of Biloxi, and he was running tuna charters out of Biloxi, which when we first heard about it, it's been a long time ago, but we were like, I don't know about that, but we went on a trip with him, and it's like it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I mean, a little bit longer of a run, but there's a lot of amenities around here that maybe Venice don't have. Certain different things.
Right. I guess it's about a 3 to 4 beer difference in the run, I guess.
That's a good way to put it. I like that. How about you, sir?
My name's Landon Smith. I'm Captain Justin Fayard's deckhand, and we met over Facebook. So I actually posted a picture of some swordfish, and he reached out, and that's how I got started.
Okay. Had you been a deckhand before on any other boats? Or?
No, sir. I just fished on my dad's boat. So.
Okay.
If you can work with your dad, you can work with anybody. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Shit.
Yeah, hold his light. Shut up.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
y'all fished swords before,
yes,
right?
sir. We've sword fished pretty hard the past 3 years. My buddy Hayden Cawley is the one that actually got us into it, and he had fished a couple of times previously, and he started going with us, and we kind of got it figured out.
Okay, yeah, that's definitely something I have never done is swordfish. I got buddies that do it. I hear people talk about it all the time. I've eaten swordfish and
It's
they
delicious.
taste
Oh, yeah.
amazing.
Pre-refrigerated and delicious.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
legit. Like I didn't
It is.
realize how good. I mean, I was like, I don't know, I never had this before, and I was like, okay, I'm a fan.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
Well, let's dive into the fish that we're targeting, because I know you do more than just swordfish, but swordfish is kind of like your bread and butter, right?
Swordfish is definitely the bread and butter, and we kind of got started with that in 2015. I was still fishing with Peace Marvel at the time, and I don't know. I think he caught 10 over. No, I'm sorry, he caught 106 in a 10-year period, and we finally started daytime fishing them in 2015, and we caught 107 in 8 months.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah, so all the techniques, all the habits and
Mhm.
everything is completely changed with swordfish. Because if I remember correctly, they were always caught accidentally. You're out there, for tuna, long dropping or something like that, at night, mostly at night. And
Right.
now y'all pretty much got it honed in to where y'all can do, you pull overnight, but you're fishing during the day, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Like if I go out there at nighttime, I want to curl up on a beanbag
Right,
about
y'all are
dark,
sleeping. Yeah.
about dark 30, and then I want to be up for daylight and have a bait ready to put on the bottom immediately. That's been pretty productive.
What changed? Was it just enough people doing it? Was there something like some kind of technology development that went through?
There really wasn't anybody doing it. I guess the first drop that I ever made was with Jordan Ellis, Lane Hendersling. He's from Gulfport.
Yeah, Lane's a good dude.
Yeah. I got a lot of love for Lane. I do. Good guy, but that was the first time that we ever did it. Was with him, but from that standpoint, there was only a few people down there. Benny Burse, he had caught a couple. I don't know who he was connected to, but there really wasn't anybody down there doing it, especially on like a commercial level
Right.
of doing the daytime fishing. So, I mean, we did kind of start that. I mean, in my mind, just kind of evolve from there. But there's an awful lot of people doing it now, and that's cool. I mean, that's
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's kind of opened a door for people because, like I said, if you caught a swordfish, it was a oops. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah,
It wasn't like we're not going to target them, if that
Right.
makes any sense.
Right.
So it definitely times have changed on swordfish for sure.
Yeah, like I said, it's not anything I've ever done, but I hear people talk about it, and after eating the fish, like I'm down with it. Now, is sword fishing one of those things? Have you done it before?
I have not.
Okay, is it one of those things like love it or hate it, kind of no middle ground, or how would you describe it that way?
It is. There's a lot of people that don't want to do it, and rightfully so, because they spend a lot of time, whether it be at night or whatever, and they were just unsuccessful doing it. But I mean, having the time in that we've had now to where you could actually look back and compare things. Which I mean, I feel like we got the moon phases and all pretty dialed in to where there's a lot of days where it takes longer to rig a bait and get it to the bottom than it does to get tight. And like Instabit.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Because you hear most people go out there and we sat all day. Because from what I've heard,
There
the
are
people
some
who don't
days.
do it, it's kind of like hurry up and wait.
Right.
Right.
You run out there, you get everything rigged up, and then you're just watching that pole tip going.
Well, there are some days. There are
Yeah.
some days like that, and I mean, I like those days too, because that's the difference between like when they're snapping. Like, I mean, it's not that hard. You just go out and get a bait down, and it not be tangled, and you're probably gonna get bit. But the days where it's like you might go out there, you might only get one bite. You catch that fish, that's
The toad.
that's
Usually.
different. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, it's just
You worked for it.
right.
Yeah,
That's what kind of
I
set. You
got
know, you come back in and nobody else has one, but you got them. You know, that's usually. I like those days.
Yeah. What about your dad's the captain of y'all's boat? What did how did y'all figure it out? Just homework or what?
That's it. We just kept going out, and we got lucky. Our very first trip, we ended up catching a fish, so it kind of got us hooked after that. And the trip after that, we hooked a fish and fought him for 3.5 hours
Dude,
and never got him
God.
above 900 foot.
Wow.
So after that, we were kind of hooked, and we just kept fishing every trip we were going sword fishing.
What happened on that particular fish? He broke it off. I mean,
We just pulled a hook.
Ah.
it was a good fish. We were a mile and a half from where we hooked him and never got him above that 900-foot mark.
Good Lord. Yeah, and like that's the thing. It's deep water, right? It's a lot of like, is it a lot of sitting and waiting? You're not trolling, right?
Well, I mean, you kind of are trolling. Everybody fishes different. A lot of people like to fish buoys and whatnot, but we kind of, Peace and I kind of learned in the very beginning. Like the first time we caught one, like we were dropping and we were using a breakaway weight, and the fish got tangled up on the way down. Like it was tangled up like probably 200 feet up into the main line above the leader. So it's like, at what point did it see that come by its face and like chased it down to where it got tangled up in it? So for me, it's like that wasn't a coincidence. It's kind of hard to like judge it off of that, but in my mind, you know, a lot of people, I feel like we were fishing below them a lot of times. But going back to that, like as far as trolling it goes, I'm pretty much constantly moving. You can move it with the reel, or if once you're set up, like, you know, if you know exactly how high you are off the bottom, then if you want to pick it up, use the boat and just pull it and make it do what you want to do.
Okay. Yeah. Was I hearing you right though? You're thinking that sometimes maybe they're higher up in the water column than most people think that they are?
Well, most definitely, yeah. I remember Colin Bird, when I was with Mexican Golf, he caught one time out at, where they at? They were at Titan, which probably 60 miles from where we normally fish at, and you know, so it's not a coincidence. You know, they didn't catch that fish on accident. You know, I think they were trying to. They dropped a live bait tuna fishing and caught one at like 200 feet. So it's like
so they kind of knew they.
No, they didn't know. I mean, you know what I mean? It was like, well, we were 60 miles from the sword grounds. If anything, in my mind, it's like that's probably where they're all out there. Probably that's probably where the big ones are at. Actually.
Yeah. So you think we've been going too far? Possibly.
Well, I mean, not really, but I mean, everybody really since the time, like, because there was no spots, and then we kind of, you know, the more it got figured out, now everybody just hits the same areas, and it's like, well, if they're up in 1,500 feet, like, what's stopping them from being out in 3,000 or 4,000 feet? Nothing. I mean, they're probably not going to be on the bottom out there. You know what I mean? But that would require actually going out there and doing some new leg work, and not that, you know, who's going to do that when you know
you got clients on the boat or something?
What works already, right? You know?
Well, so y'all are dropping usually 1,500 feet. Like you said, you got a cutaway weight or breakaway weight. Usually big window weights, right, is what I've seen used. Is that what y'all use?
I like number 11 rebar. If you could find that stuff, I'll take a portaband saw and go spend all day cutting that up. But I like that just because it's idiot. You don't have to do that, of course. Like you could stretch it out and drop it, but in my mind, it's like it's a peace of mind thing. Like if you know,
dude, that damn fruit fly's been here.
I told you,
second episode.
Yeah, he's been here longer. We've been in the studio.
Yeah, I don't know what he's even living off of. Yeah,
we'll let him have a pass.
Anyway, go ahead.
I like the breakaway method just because it's idiot proof. You know, like that's the truest you're going to be to the bottom the whole time, and it's gotta. I mean, if you can sit in the bottom of a swimming pool and crack your knuckles, and it's how loud is that? You know, so I mean, like, what's that sound like on the days where you just get bit like right off the bat?
Yeah,
and it's just a peace of mind deal. To each his own.
And what people don't realize, well, if you don't know, a sacrificial weight, it's looped on there, and as soon as it gets to 100 or whatever y'all want to break it off at,
to the bottom,
it goes straight to the bottom, and you don't get that back.
Right,
it's one and done. It's one and done.
Yeah, that just hangs off the bait itself, and you still got another weight up above that. You know, so it's kind of like there's a lot of things that come into mind. The more you do it, the more you'll figure it out.
Yeah. How does that work? How does the bait detach at a certain depth?
Got a clip on it, huh?
Oh no! Like we take we put a lot of thought into this. We take some duct tape and we put a piece of coat hanger on there, and it took a long time to figure that out because there were days to where you'd have to reel before the reel cranky. You know, piece would like if the weight didn't come off, you'd have to reel it all the way back up
with the rebar on it.
Look, you want to talk about? But look, after about the second or third time doing that,
he's like, I ain't doing this no more.
No, you'd be paying attention to what you're doing. At that point, and it just took dialing everything in. But for the most part, like, yeah, I mean, you got to, if you're doing 25 miles an hour going to the bottom and then the bait won't come off, it's probably because it jammed it all the
Stuck
way
in
in
the
the
mud,
mud.
yeah.
Yeah, took a long time to figure that out.
Yeah.
Well, but still, how does it come off, though, is what I'm trying to figure out.
Just-
And especially depth dependent, or it's not that accurate. I mean,
It just peels. I mean, I'm a big believer in paying attention to the point where attention pays you. So the more you watch it, like, you just got to be on it the whole time, really, in paying attention to what you're doing.
So the depth and the weight and all that just peels the tape off and it sinks to the bottom.
Well, yeah, pretty much. So if you have say a 75-foot leader and the weight's whatever, 75 feet, call it 70 feet from the bait, then as soon as that comes off, you come up 15 cranks, like you're in where you need to be to start, you know?
Yeah. Makes sense.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are y'all still using electric reels? Are y'all doing stand ups or what are y'all doing?
Man, I would rather. We used the LPs in the beginning, and don't get me wrong. If I had the LP money, I'd have probably 3 or 4 of them, really. But
Yeah.
How they pricey?
they are pricey. But I mean, in my mind, it's like in the beginning. I don't know. You can't blame it on that, but I just think to hook up the boat ratio, I think it's just better using the old fashioned way. You know.
Stand ups.
Well, yeah. I mean, you could kind of feel everything to where, and you don't, the whole time, if you could put a cushion on it, if you could put somebody in stand-up gear, then it's not sitting there snatching on it the whole time, depending on how you drive the boat,
Yeah.
whatever.
I saw an article today, and I don't know where I saw it on one of the fishing groups, but it shows some dude off the back, and he's bowed up on standing, and he was like, remember when people used to stand up and fight fish? Now all you want to do is go out there and hit a button and really, you know what I'm saying?
I saw that, yeah. Somebody was like, what, to each his own, but nowadays, like, I really don't care. Like, if you want to come fishing, I want to find one that's got a remote control for you, so you can sit in a bean bag,
Yeah.
and we'll pour you a drink while you
Yeah. Hey,
while you're
whatever
fighting it.
whatever the customer wants, right?
100%, man.
Yeah.
That's absolutely. But I would always encourage people, like, if you want to challenge yourself to something, because it's not easy. I've watched a lot of people. Fold doing that.
Yeah,
I remember
100%.
Joey when we went on that trip.
Tuna trip.
Yeah, it was not easy. I'm going to be honest with you, especially if you don't have a fighting belt like we didn't.
Yeah.
Right.
I remember hearing the report that the week before that they left them biting because everybody had caught all they wanted.
were
I don't
done.
think they caught the limit. I think they were just kind of like, all right, we had enough. And I remember telling him, I was like, man, what a bunch of sissies. Why'd they leave them biting? They ain't going to do that. Got out there and got on one, and I was like, that's enough. Yeah, I'm
Right.
good. We don't, that's good. That's good. I'm good. Y'all ready? If y'all ready, I'm ready.
Yeah.
So,
Well, and
I've seen those days.
Yeah.
well, a lot of people just think they're going to go out there and like, oh, I got this. You
Yeah,
know, they're reeling
no.
off the pier, and
No,
all of a
no, no.
sudden you get bent over there and it's not good.
Yeah.
You done blown out in the first 5 minutes, and then you're
And
like,
he
what do I
ain't
do
even
the
to the
rest
boat.
of it? Yeah.
Yeah, and it ain't like trout fishing. I mean,
No.
they
It is
way
not.
down there.
Yeah, you don't just pull up and put your anchor out or put your power pole down or the trolling motor or whatever. Like, it's, I don't know, that's kind of the whole drift set. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all,
as the name would imply.
as the name would imply, yeah.
I hear you.
But
What is the so you were out of Venice,
out of Venice,
ran out of Venice, ran out of the river, did all that stuff, came this way. Explain the difference between running out of the river and then running this way. Of course, you got more amenities over here, but just fishing wise, compare the two.
Well, I mean, there is really no comparison. I mean, Venice is Venice and always will be, just for what it is. You'll never be able to take that away from them. But in the fog, leaving in the fog is so
Oh,
much
God,
nicer
it's
here,
scary.
man. Like,
Yeah.
I don't miss that at all, because there was some that demands your attention. It really does.
Oh, it's scary. I've done it.
Oh yeah.
Well, you're going. You got to realize you're going down the Mississippi River. First of all, it's cold. It's always cold. You got tugboats,
Yeah.
Everything.
cruise ships, shrimp boats, gigantic logs, everything that you can possibly think of going down this river, and you're supposed to navigate it with the crew all the way down. It's
Well,
scary.
and most people, I'm sure, are hauling ass because
Oh, yeah.
time is money, right?
Well, I mean, it is, but I mean, that's one thing. People used to gripe at me. Oh man, you slow down too, and it's like, man, no, you could always slow down, brother. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, what do you want to do? You speed up, and I guess you get rid of everybody at once. But that's kind of frowned
Yeah.
upon at
Yeah.
that point. you
Yeah.
know? So I mean, for that fact alone, that is a big deal. Like, I mean, there's hazards everywhere, but it's definitely not quite as butt puckering, I
Right.
guess.
Yeah,
you
it
Right.
know?
It's scary.
It is, man. We almost got hit by a ship one time. I was just using some old equipment, but it's scary for sure. You definitely it demands your respect.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, nowadays though, like radar and stuff, that ought to help
Yeah, you
somewhat,
you
right?
got to trust your gear, man. It's
Yeah.
crazy that you're
Yeah.
putting your life in
What's-
charge
what's-
of a screen. You know
What's that? Is it like not? I don't think it's infrared. What is it? Where you
FLIR?
FLIR, where they can see
Yeah.
at night?
Oh.
Is that
Yeah.
that cuts through fog as well?
No, it does
No.
not. I actually ran a 42 for some guys out of Florida. They got down there in the freaking radar. That was probably the dumbest thing I've ever done. Like, oh man, well I'd run it, and it's like, well, I mean, I've done it a lot, man, and it's like the FLIR doesn't work in the fog like that. That was kind of hairy.
Okay.
If I go back and redo that, I probably wouldn't have done that.
Left it at the dock.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to turn this thing around.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it really is. You only get one
Yeah.
chance at that. You know.
Yeah.
And if something happens, it's
It's on
over
you.
with.
Right,
yeah,
right.
it's done.
Yeah. So I guess radar is the best situation there. I know that cuts through.
Gotta have it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Simrad, like, man, the Katana, when I ran that boat for the Mexican Gulf, it's like that boat was dialed in. People would get mad if you didn't talk on the radio, but you really didn't have to. Like, if you set your electronics up right, like, you could zoom one in to where it was zoomed in at a quarter of a mile on heads up, and then look at the other one at a mile and a half. Like, there was no reason to talk. You didn't have to. You could see everything.
Yeah. I mean, some of them are so good. You can see freaking crab traps. You know what I'm saying? You see the buoys on crab traps. You see all kinds of stuff. It's just still scary. It still
Yeah.
it still puts a little tingle in your stomach.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you
when you're running out there.
don't need a Red Bull for that in the morning.
Wide
Yeah.
open.
Yeah.
What other kind of gear though? Going back to like catching the fish, right? So obviously, bigger reels, electronic reels is a thing too. But you've mentioned technique a little bit. Whether you're moving the boat or moving the bait.
Right.
What other stuff is there? Because like I said, I've never done it before. What?
I don't really, everybody with the swivel rod holder, I don't want all of that. Like, I don't want the rod to move. Like, I want to be able to have it set where, you know what I mean? Because like, a bite could be anything, really, once the boat's moving. Like, there's so many days to where and people be sitting there watching, and it's like, man, I don't know what you saw. I mean, the boat might rock up, and the rod might not respond the same as it did the last 3 times.
So they think it's a strike or something?
Well, I mean, a lot of times, yeah, like especially with the rods, Poseidon rods. I met them through Jordan Ellis. I can't pronounce Harold's last name. You have to forgive me, Harold. I call him Harold E. But
Good enough.
yeah, he probably builds the best sword fishing rod. It'd be hard to argue with me on that. That Kimmy rod that he came out with, that was a game changer.
Yeah, you're just watching really the tip, right?
I mean,
It's just
that's
doing this.
the whole thing. I mean, well, if you're drifting, like I said, the rod. I mean, you could be bit if the rod just doesn't respond the same. Like, once we got the right blank dialed in, it was kind of like, because we were using glass blanks in the beginning, and it was like my first thought was like, damn, like I wonder how many times we were getting bit and didn't even know it.
I was showing you the comment over there. Somebody was, Adonna, is that Prince? It says, Love and Landon. Yeah, it said,
There it
live
is
your
right
passion, speak your truth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's-
you got a fan out there.
It is.
That's true, man. I try to encourage people on that because it's like, I don't care what anybody says. Like, if you love what you do, you'll definitely work harder than you've worked before, but it's not a job.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I
and
try to encourage people to
It's
follow that.
it's tough to beat somebody that enjoys what they do, regardless of what that is, right?
It's
It's
hard to
really
beat.
hard to outwork that guy.
It's hard to beat somebody that shows up every day. If you show up every day and you're on time, which is early,
Yeah.
by
Real
the
early.
military, it's hard to beat that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So y'all are running now out of Bay St. Louis, is that correct? Which harbor are y'all running out of?
We're running out of the Bay Harbor, right there, in downtown Bay St. Louis.
Okay. And then walk us through a trip. Walk us through a trip from the deckhand's point of view, and then we'll walk through it from the captain. So if I'm gonna book a trip with y'all, I'm guessing I'm gonna meet you first, or are you working and he's sitting on the boat? Who am I gonna meet first?
You'll probably meet him first.
Okay.
But basically, you'd show up and we'd get, if you bring beer or whatever, food, we'd get it set up for the boat and then get on the boat and we'd head out, catch bait, and then go catch fish.
Yeah. Are you? What are we doing bait wise? Are you throwing cast nets? What are we doing?
Cast nets and sabikis. That's pretty much it.
And what are we targeting?
It may be pogies, hornbellies. It just basically depends on the season or what bait's around right now.
So they hit different ones. Do you ever use mullet? Does mullet ever hit all the time?
Yeah. When they bite mullets, that'll be like a September through December thing. And if I don't know, if you can go out and go do that and not get excited when you watch a 150-pound fish eat a 3-pound live bait, then fishing's probably not for you.
That's right.
Yeah, you need to go learn how to play golf.
That's good.
really
That's why I can't play golf. I can't do nothing with that.
I can't either. It's never been. I'll never be there. But that's pretty cool. But everything's a time specific thing as far as that goes.
Seasonal,
right? Yeah.
So what time? What are we booking? Are we booking? If I wanted to book a day trip, are we leaving at night? Are we leaving in the morning? How do your trips work?
Well, for right now, I mean, we're still trying to get everything dialed in. Tuna fishing wise, that's all. That's pretty much a time management thing. So once we get the bait situation figured out, which we already kind of done that or getting started with that. Like, yeah, I'm gonna beat you there every day from that point. You just curve the timage to that and go out there and be where you need to be with what you need. And
Are y'all doing tuna trips and sword trips, or how's that work? Are you booking one or the other?
I mean, a lot of people, man, it used to be funny. Like, people would show up and it's like, man, we want to go catch a limited yellowfin. We'd like to catch some mai.
Oh yeah, we'll get that.
We want to catch a blue
me
marlin.
too.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, man. It's like, do I have, like, you're all booked all weekend? No, just today. And it's like,
oh well.
we made meat monglers out of people is the problem. Like, everybody wants to show up and kill everything, and which I'm cool with that. I support that up to a certain point. Because there's a lot of days, if you go out there and catch a 200-pound swordfish and feel like you're like, man, like that's a pretty phenomenal day.
Yeah.
Like, there's not that many, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So we kind of made meat monglers out of people, but that's okay. We can still uphold that.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah. But if you come out there, you're supposed to pick a species. That way you can target it a certain, because you fish different for all of them.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, that was my whole thing. I was big on that. Like, I would always like, what do you want to go after? And there's no like, oh, you get kind of halfway into the day. It's like, oh, well,
Let's change it up.
like,
yeah.
Can't do that.
well, we haven't caught anything. It's like, well, I mean, you kind of knew that. Like, we can go give up right now. We can go catch some bonitas or something if you want. But
yeah.
like,
It's like we can change now and definitely not catch anything, or we can try to ride this out.
I'm a swing for the fence. And there's some days where it didn't work out, but there was a lot of days that, I mean, the only way it's not going to work out is if you just quit and give up.
Yeah. Do you think or know when with like the swordfish community, people that are booking those trips, they kind of have that understanding, right? This is a little bit different of a game. It ain't like, again, like catching trout. I would even think, again, having not done it, it's even different than yellowfin, right? Like
I think there's a lot more rookies in the game that are trying to get into it that don't know what to expect than the people going back again, if I had to guess.
Well, I mean, that was kind of a fun part too, whether it be tuna fishing, swordfish, customers show up in the morning and it's like, I'm not the biggest social person in the world, believe it or not, but it's
No,
like,
we don't.
I'm dialed. I'm just trying to get to where we need to be. I lost where I was going with that.
no, about expectations on swordfishing.
And it's just like, man, you just pull up and just like, oh, what could we expect? And it's like, you just kind of try to ignore it and pull up and do what you do. And it's like, next thing you know, you might have 4 or 5 tunas on and just sitting around looking at everybody like, well, here's the answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, just kind of throw them in the fire.
Does that happen a lot though?
Happens a lot, yeah.
That you catch like tuna when you're actually targeting swordfish?
No. Well, I mean, in the fall, you can going back to the mullets. When the big fish are closer in on the shelf, like a lot of times
They hit it on the way down or something? Because these are different
well, I mean,
columns of the water, right?
Well, I mean, you could be sword fishing and throwing freebies
Okay,
out
okay.
and watching big yellowfin blow up on those while you're sword fishing,
and then just throw over the top of your swordfish lines or something?
Sometimes, but
Throw
I
a
mean,
popper
it's
back.
definitely like if you want to do both, we need to go. We're going tuna fishing first, and we're going to either get them or we're not, and then we're going to come back in and target the swordfish deal. But some days it works out. Some days you can't do anything wrong, regardless of what you do, and then everybody gets spoiled.
Can I just book
and they
those days?
Yeah. Yeah.
What days are those on the
Can
calendar?
you
Do have
highlight
that?
those on the calendar so I don't book the other days?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But as far as sword fishing goes, I have we spent enough time doing it now to where I have a couple different tools to look at. So it's like if that's what you want to go do, yeah, I could pretty much tell you when it's going to be good and when it's not going to be good, and I'd bet money by it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's I think we touched on it earlier. It's moon phases. That's it. I guess it doesn't have anything to do with water clarity because they're so far down. What else? What's the combination without giving too much away?
I mean, I don't know. Every time I think I've learned something there, it's
Yeah.
like you go out there and be like, man, something worked, and it's like, man, we got this figured out, and you go back out there, and the
Didn't
same
work.
thing.
Damn, it
It's
didn't
like,
work.
damn.
Yeah. That's why they call it fishing and
Yeah.
not catching.
I mean, yeah, we've caught a lot of fish in dirty water. Everybody thought we were lying to them in the beginning, which was I thought that was funny because they just, oh man, the water's dirty up there, and it's like, well, if you put the engines in reverse and it like kicks up blue water, well, the water's blue right underneath that,
Right,
but the water
Yeah.
was dirty on top.
Right.
1,500 foot is a long
Yeah,
way from
yeah.
the surface.
Well, right. It's all about. That's why it goes the same thing with the radar, the Simrad. I don't really know that much about the other electronics. Simrad, big fan of those, of that equipment, and I've looked at that enough to. I'm pretty confident that when you pull up and read that, like you'll know if you need to be there or not.
Yeah. And it's crazy how much that technology has come by. You know, people used to go out there and just sit there for hours and hours and
Right.
hours and not having a clue what's down there. Now you can pretty much get there and take a picture of, all right,
Yeah.
let's sit here for a little while or let's move out of the way.
But I'm still trying to get my hands on the technology of the Omni deal. I don't know if anybody uses that for sword fishing, but I would really like to.
That's kind of like live scope,
Yeah,
the live
well,
scope for deep sea. Yeah.
basically, yeah, it's kind of the cheat code, really.
Right.
That's what those guys say. Man, it's like we'll pull up and it's people just pulling baits, fishing.
They can
and it's
scan
like,
the whole
they're like,
thing,
man,
yeah.
we're gonna do a lap going one way, do a lap going the other way, and we'll tell you everything that's
Yeah,
here
yeah,
or
yeah.
not.
But is it more clarity than a regular?
Oh yeah, it's kind of like an underwater radar,
It's-
basically.
yeah.
It's literally like, what did I just say?
Live scope,
Live
yeah,
scope,
yeah.
yeah. So what they'll do is they'll turn it on and they'll drag a rig, and then they'll drag a rig again. Then they'll look at it. If it's empty, they go to the next rig. Drag a rig, drag a rig. If they're getting responses, then they'll fish that rig.
Okay. I'm just assuming it's a different level of clarity or precision
About a-
compared to
about
your
100
regular bottom finder, your regular
about
sonar.
about $150,000 to $200,000 difference.
Oh
in
yeah,
clarity.
of course,
Yeah,
of course.
But
Yeah.
I mean, it looks down at like a 55-degree angle, like 2,000 feet down, 2,000 feet out, and I'd like to get my hands on that.
What do you
'cause
think the freaking submarines have? If you can,
I don't
if a
know.
civilian can buy that at whatever cost you just said, what do you think they can see?
Everything.
I
That
don't
they can
know,
see
but-
that fruit fly that just hit you in the
Yeah.
face. You know what I mean?
Fruit fly is
He's
still in
busted.
here.
It's going to be
Yeah.
his last
Yeah,
day.
no, he's behind you.
Oh,
now.
no.
There's
Oh,
two
I got
actually.
it.
There's two of them there. Get
You
him.
get him, kill him.
Oh, you missed him, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, they're resourceful. They know where to
Yeah,
land. They
yeah,
know how to
give
land
them
on
a
the drink
pass
because you
for
can't
now.
slap it.
I know
Well,
it.
what are the length of the trips? So we talking length? Are all of them the same? Do you do
Half day,
8
whole
hour,
day.
12 hour, 24
A
hours?
half day sword
Yeah,
fishing
yeah,
trip.
yeah.
That'd be badass.
Yeah, get
I
me
mean-
there, get me back.
I mean, really,
4
I mean,
hours, please.
We did that basically out of Bay St. Louis. We kind of messed around and went wahoo fishing, wasted some time doing that. Pulled up, went sword fishing, and went 2 for 3. And was back in Bay St. Louis for 1:45, 2 o'clock. With 2 swordfish. So, I mean, as far as that goes, that would be great. But for the most part, it'd probably be like a 10 to we'll call it a 12-hour day, but
Yeah.
it just depends. You go out and catch 6 70-pound tunas and a 100-pound swordfish. We're going to the house after that.
Oh yeah, you got it
Yeah.
done. That's a
You
done.
probably
Yeah.
wouldn't want no more. After
Yeah,
that.
well, you ain't gonna reel nothing in. I can promise you that. And
Yeah.
you're gonna need some BC powders by the time you get back to the dock.
I got that picture off of your Facebook page. It's
It'll
looks
show
like
up
you
here in a
gaff one in
second.
the
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
damn head here. But what for people that in the community here that maybe haven't done it before, like kind of like my boat. What's a decent sized fish? Give me some ranges here. Small fish, big fish.
I mean, a big fish, anything over 200 pounds, they just have a different look to them.
There it is, right there.
In the very beginning, there was it seemed like we caught a lot of big fish in the very beginning, but it still goes the same. Like you might pull up out there and catch a little doinker, do a throwback on the first drop, and then drop back and then catch a 250.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no rhyme or
We got
reason
that
to it.
picture over there.
Oh, yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about that day? Do you remember?
Man, I do remember that day. That was some people from, I believe they were from Saucier, or they were from Mississippi. That was my Mississippi crew. And, yeah, I think we caught a 202 and a 220 and was still out there and still out making another drop. We should have just came back to the house, but I don't know.
Is that what is that 202 or 220 right there? You think? So that's a pretty decent size one, right?
Yeah, that's good.
That
Yeah.
one's I like to call that one as big as they're ever going to be size, and those are the best eating size as well.
Okay.
In the 100, 200 range.
Well, no,
somewhere around
just
there?
when they have the gaffs positioned.
Oh
in
yeah. The
face
ones
like
that come over the side of the feather are the best eating side. I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. Yeah.
But,
the ones that ain't worth a damn are the
yeah.
ones that are still swimming.
Yeah, he didn't taste
Yeah.
good. That's why he let it
Yeah.
go.
But I do know, like Benny. Actually, that fish was caught recently. John Cole caught that fish, that 455. That was pretty cool. I was glad to see him do that over. He's been down there a long time doing it. But other than that, like the only fish over 400 pounds that I knew of was Benny Burse. I think he caught like a 425 and maybe like a 325 or 350 in the same day.
What was old boy?
We
at
had the record holder.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
record that was on the Billfish Classic that
Donnie
broke it.
Jackson.
Donnie,
Yeah, we had him on the
Donnie.
show.
I always call him Justin Jackson for some reason. I have
Wow.
no idea. But Donnie, he came on and told his, or he didn't come on. He was on.
Yeah.
He was digital. Yeah. We had him.
Yeah. But that was crazy, man. When
Yeah.
they lifted that thing up, I was like, holy.
How much did that
hell.
weigh? Do you remember?
I can't remember.
309.
Yeah.
He caught that on that spot out to the west. We kind of, and that's some good fishing out there too. That's like Jurassic Park. But you really never know. I mean, like I say, John caught that fish in close. That was cool. And like I said, that's the biggest one that I've heard of. I know Peace and I hooked one in the very beginning. Just because we lost it, it's easy to say that that was hands down the biggest one that I can ever remember seeing. But I'd have liked to know because we lost
Toad?
it. Oh yeah, man, it was like
Can't go down with 3 barrels.
Yeah.
no, man.
Gonna
It was
need a
like I
bigger
was, sitting,
boat.
I was sitting there with a 4-inch gaff and like looked down at it and like looked at him and it was like he's like what? And it's
That
like
big ol' eyeball came up?
I'm not gaffing this thing. I'm
Yeah.
not. There's no way I'm sticking that with this thing right here.
Yeah.
It was
He's
a
gonna
big.
pull me
It was a
over.
big fish.
Yeah, that was a cool story too, because he went for the state record and had to do the whole thing by himself, and then they almost ran out of gas. I don't know if you
Yeah.
know
Who's
the
that?
story.
Donnie?
Yeah,
Yeah, because it's got to be stand up to do the record.
Yeah.
It can't be anything
Yeah.
electrical.
No.
And then they
They were a long ways.
Yeah.
That's 100. That spot that they were at, like that's 168 miles out of Red Pass.
Yeah, they almost ran out of gas. They came
had
in
to
on
go up.
fumes.
Yeah,
and
they had to go.
barely
No,
made
they had
it
to
in
go up
time.
Venice.
Yeah,
Come back from Venice
Mhm.
and then hit Biloxi in like 2.5 hours, and they barely skin in by the dang.
That was cool
Skin of their
though. I mean,
teeth.
that's the Super Bowl of sword fishing right there.
Mhm.
I don't know. Still a nice paycheck.
100%.
Yeah.
Well, they had to be. There's more tournaments now because last weekend they had the Mud Marlin Classic, right? Y'all ever fish that?
I haven't fished that one. I haven't really fished a bunch. I would like to fish the Swordfish Showdown. Everything's just kind of getting started this year. Just had other things on my mind, but eventually looking into doing that because I've never really. The only other time I fished that, we used somebody else's boat, and this guy wants to come out and run the boat, and it's like was just trying to be polite, you know. It's like, I understand, like, it's your boat, but it's like, well, what do you do for a living, sir? It's like, well, where do we need to go? And it's like, well, I don't know. I mean, if you're going to drive the boat, then
The
You need to
captain
know.
knows that. Yeah.
like, I don't even know what I'm doing
Yeah.
here. I'm just going to go have a drink.
Yeah, I'll
and
go
in the
sit back
of the
there and
boat on
drink
a
beer with the
beanbag.
passengers. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so that was that year that happened, but whatever. Lesson learned there. But I would like to get into fishing tournaments more because I've caught a lot of them over the years. I never kept count of it. Whatever piece is at won't be that far behind.
Yeah.
Whatever number he's logged in at.
Well, we talked about the trips. We didn't talk about the vessel. What are you running?
Right now we're running a 34 Freeman. Got some new motors, getting ready to go on that thing. So that's gonna be much beneficial to us. But I mean that's where
What you
we're
going
at.
with?
What's that?
Motors. Otherwise.
We're gonna go with the Honda 350.
Hey,
We're gonna jump
the
on
Hondas.
that,
The Hondas are making a comeback, man.
yeah, I mean, the only problems that I've heard of them in the past is just that they were so quiet. They were burning the starters up on them, really. So that's a good thing. That was a long time ago as well, but seems like a lot of people are using them now. So I'm excited. It needs some V8s on it, and that'll give us a little bit more.
Get up and go.
Well, a little more get up and go, and a little bit more fuel range as well. So yeah.
We're bringing up fuel just because have you seen any difference between the fuel price as far as people booking?
I mean, I don't know. I feel like I probably brought all that on. It's like, you know, here we kind of get back into everything after taking a few years off, and it's like, you know, get everything in line, and now we're sending missiles in Iran, and the fuel prices are up. It's like
You got luck like me. I love it.
yes. If there was, pretty much. But I don't know. It's going to go back down, and even that,
It will.
like the fuel burn that we have now. I mean, it's really not that bad, you know. I guess it'd probably be about $1,100. I guess somewhere in that neighborhood
Per trip.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Because you moving. I mean, y'all covering some ground on that
rolling,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
It is, yeah. I mean, we're running. We're definitely running 200-mile round trips. You know, so I mean, just with that fact alone, like, there's a lot of stuff that goes into that. I was going to say, it all goes back to time management. If you can get that part dialed in, it's good from there.
As the captain, you're sitting there. You know, like by
Right.
this time we need to have debate. By this time we need to be at the fishing grounds. Right.
I feel bad. People are introducing themselves, and it's like I remember like the third. Once you get to the third person, like I remember their name, and it's like after that I just need to give like name badges because
Yeah.
Well, that's not your job. That's his job.
Yeah.
Right.
He's supposed to entertain the guests. You're
Well,
supposed to drive the boat.
And
Yeah.
he does. Man, I got high. I don't know where he came from really, but thankful to have him. Got an awesome attitude and just all about some fishing. So it's like, I think,
He's ate up with it. That's what you need.
pretty much. Yeah, that's what you want. You know, it's like, man, you really come work with me. And it's like, well, yeah, you did come in with like 4 big swordfish. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that's absolutely what we're looking for.
Yeah. That's a good looks real good on the resume.
It
Yeah.
does. Yeah, it's like,
There's not a whole lot of people around here who do that or who have the capability of doing that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
I mean, there's a lot of people doing it now, but it's like that was my whole thing in the very beginning. From the software programs I was looking at for the bathymetrics, like to find spots. Like I knew it was going to take like 4 or 5 years to where you had some information to like look back on to the point to where it's like, oh well, man, that guy was just lucky, and it's like, well, yeah, I've always been lucky, really, but. I wanted to get to the point to where you could explain why you would catch fish here versus not there, and it not really be a luck thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Knowledge is power.
You keep a log.
Absolutely.
You keep a log.
I should.
Yeah,
I
everybody
should, but
says that.
Well, yeah.
Everybody asks me that too. You keep a log? I'm like, I should, but I damn sure don't.
I need to get better at doing that, but unfortunately, I got like a photographic memory, so that's kind of like a gift and a curse.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I mean, for the most part, definitely got the conditions and all of that kind of dialed in a little better. if you were specifically wanting to go target that, like, then we would talk about what days we needed to do that out of the month, and just to where it's going to be good. Because there's a
Yeah.
lot of days where you can go. It's not uncommon to go 4 for 5, 5 for 6, or
Really?
what? Oh yeah.
What's the limit on a sword?
Yeah, talk
Size-
about that.
size and
Size
bag
and all
limit.
that other stuff.
I believe the size is it's either 47 or 49. I feel bad. I should know that,
Yeah, it's 47.
Yeah.
Deckhand
my-
knows. He knows.
Yeah.
He's in the works. He's in the works.
The way I look at it is like people I piss some people off sometimes because it's like we're not keeping that fit, and it's like they look at you crazy, and it's like
47
No,
is
we're
not
not.
real big.
It's-
Like, you
it's-
got some.
it's
you know,
not. You know what I mean? And it's like I've killed enough of them now to where it's like we're not going to kill every single one of them. Like if it's a good fish, if it's gut hooked or something, absolutely. But like if it looks like it's not big enough, we're probably going to let it go, and that'll be some good karma, and we'll probably catch an even bigger one. Or
Yeah,
that's
yeah. The
what's
sea
probably gonna
gods
happen.
will be good on you.
That's right. That is a thing.
Yeah,
Uh,
100%.
What about bag limits?
think it's 4 per boat, if I'm not wrong.
Okay.
Pretty
Yeah, you can have up to four per vessel, pretty much.
That's
Okay.
a lot.
One per person or 4 per vessel. So,
That's
Okay.
that's a bunch of swordfish. If you catch 4 swordfish, you
Yeah.
got a hell of a day.
Yeah.
man, I've had some pictures of some carts. I used to get in trouble for that. We've blown some carts out in Venice, but
Nice.
yeah.
You should get to keep the card if you do that.
Oh,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? It's yours
Oh,
now.
yeah.
What are we going to do with this car?
Yeah, it's broke anyway. Might as well
Yeah.
sign it and give it to him.
I've gotten chewed out for that a couple of times, but I mean, it's not like doing it on purpose. But I mean, a 200 and something pound fish falls off the boat and into the cart.
Boom. Blows the wheel out
Blow
the
the whole
side.
wheelbase
Oh
out
yeah, it's
of it.
kind of it comes down to gravity at that point.
Blame it on the gravity, sir. Wasn't my
Yeah,
fault.
That's
wasn't my
right.
fault.
That's right.
Yeah.
We didn't do it on purpose.
What is sword your favorite to target out of all the species that you can target?
Man, it really is. Just because, like I said, the first one that we caught that day, that was probably the coolest thing. Like I didn't really know what I was doing at that point, but the fish was like under the boat. He's trying to back up, and it's like the leader's in your hand, and this thing like come out from underneath the boat and like jumped in front of my face, like did a cartwheel, and it was just like it was right there, and it was like from that point forward, I love tuna fishing, especially when it's big tunas.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go do that, but I would rather go sword fishing. Life's different once you see that, and it be up close.
Gets
you
your
don't, you don't even,
blood.
Yeah,
you don't
yeah.
even need you don't even need a camera for that.
It's
Yeah.
an adrenaline rush, that's for
Yeah.
sure.
It
Yeah.
is.
What's the chemistry between y'all two as captain and deckhand? Because I know there's got to be a lot of communicating going on, right?
Man, we're working on that, but I mean, I like that. Like he, because that's important, man. You spend a lot of time, you're spending a lot of time with the person that you're working with, so it's like he everything's been good. I feel I'm blessed that I
Yeah,
don't
you
know
got to
where he
like
came-
him, or you
I
gonna
don't
throw
know
him
where
over
he
the damn
came from,
boat.
and it's
You know what I'm
like,
saying?
thank you. Yeah, it's like, thank God. He knows what's going on. He's got enough. He's going to do well. I know
We
that.
had a comment come through. Catch many with pumpkin meat.
No, not really.
Pumpkin meat.
Never heard- I don't know how this- I don't even know what- yeah.
Yeah, pretty much they're from eating like the Royal Reds or whatever. Like it'll just have like a pumpkin color to it. And I personally never caught one like that. I mean, we've caught some with like peach color meat, but never like the orange. Like a true
Okay. The meat of the
Yeah,
fish.
yeah,
I got you.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know what that meant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you fillet them open, it's like red or orange.
I mean, yeah, like the ones that I've seen that are like a true pumpkin, like it looks. I mean, it's pumpkin orange. I mean, it's got to be good.
Does it change the taste?
I'm sure it does.
Well, if you're eating Royal Reds all day, they're
That's not a bad
red,
life.
they're orange. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's not a terrible life.
Yeah.
Well, I know I got a bag of bycatch one time from off the Our Mother, and we came back into Bay St. Louis Harbor at that point, and it was like we opened the fish box at nighttime, and the whole sack was like it was glowing, and it was just, I wanted to get it off the boat. It was like it lit the whole fish box up.
Neon orange.
No, like a neon, like a blue green color. Like
Really?
oh man, it was weird. It was
What
like
was
What do you think it was?
bioluminescence.
Oh yeah.
They were
yeah,
eating
yeah.
whatever.
Oh, I mean,
squid, everything.
Everything down there glows.
Yeah.
That's
Didn't
communication.
even
man.
need a light in the dang box. You had
Yeah,
it already.
yeah.
Just right open
Pretty
wide
much.
open.
Like, it kind of freaked me out. It was like, man, we need to get that off of here.
Just alien
immediately.
shit all over the boat.
Aliens,
Yeah,
bro.
Not even that. It's gonna smell like God, no, man. That's gonna be brutal in the morning. But interesting stuff coming out of that deeper water.
What is the sword hot months? If I wanted to go sword fishing, what months can you point me in the right direction?
Well, now we've pretty much caught them every month of the year, and it's pretty much it's different every year. It just depends on what the loop currents out there doing, but generally anytime February, March, April can, I don't know, it's weird, but generally March, April, May, June, July, it's all good. But it seems like it's better, in my opinion, in the spring and summer months.
Yeah. So August, June, July, all that stuff. The same way you figure it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. When it's hot.
Yeah.
It's hot.
So
Pretty much, but it seems like the bigger ones come. Like, John Cole caught that fish. That had to been in March, I guess. Or same month Benny burst. I think Benny caught those fish in February. I think it was that year. So I don't know. Maybe that's something there.
Are y'all doing any like we mentioned that? Are y'all doing anything else while you're sword fishing? So if we're sword fishing, are y'all dropping diamond jigs? Are y'all jigging anything up? Or y'all just watching the ride?
Some people do. I don't. From the time it starts going down, like I don't take my eyes off of it the whole time. Like if you were to ever imagine like peeking through the blinds, like that's the whole time. Like, because you never know. I remember we hooked a freaking Mako shark one time. I was
Those are
fishing.
delicious too.
They were, but it kind of pissed me off because it's like I was fishing by myself, man, and it's like we caught a couple tunas. Finally get this bait rigged up and get it going down, and it's like doing 20 miles an hour, and then it like the ride just stops, and it's like I thought it was just a regular shark, but it was like a 400 or 500 pound Mako. Ate like the whole stick of rebar, and actually we got a picture of it coming out the water. It's pretty impressive. That was pretty cool, but
They don't care. Me and
They
Bob
don't.
were in Venice, and we were throwing diamond jigs, and literally they were cutting the diamond jigs in half.
yeah,
They would hit them and cut them in half before we can get them to stop. And I was like, I have no idea how to catch these fish. We don't have anything on the boat that's strong enough to do it.
right. I've seen wahoos do that now. I've seen wahoos cut rapalas in half, and you couldn't do that with a freaking ball peen hammer on the table. So that's impressive.
Yeah.
Take a lot of force to do that.
Yeah. But y'all do offer the trolling trips? Like if you'll do wahoo or mahi, or how does that work?
People we want to go mahi fishing, and it's like, well, my experience with that is like once we get out there, like, every day is different. Like some days we'll be out there trying to tuna fish, and you're tuna fishing, and mahi swim up, and the next thing you know, now we're mahi fishing.
Right.
So you got to kind of, regardless of what you want to do, you can't be so dialed into something to where it's like you're guiding the people that are out there every day.
Mm-hmm.
That used to kind of drive me crazy. But then again, it's like, well, if you're okay, I'll take you to do whatever it is you want to do. But
Right.
Understand that it might the odds ain't in your favor maybe today.
right, I'm gonna take you to do whatever. Like my family, that's what I'm gonna do. I would treat it no different. I'm gonna take you to do whatever we got the best.
Odds.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but you got to be ready for anything because, like he said, you never know. You could be tuna fishing, mahi show up, or you could be doing anything really, and you don't ever know. You just got to be ready for everything.
Yeah.
100%.
Anything that'll fill the ice chest up.
That's
Yeah,
right.
they all taste pretty good.
Well, every time I see mahi swim up to the boat, it's like, damn, it's like, look at the tacos.
Yeah,
There it
yeah.
is.
Yeah,
Especially them chicken dolphins. I like the little chicken dolphins. They're about that big.
Yeah.
One
legit.
taco.
Yeah, that's legit for sure. I dropped the link to your Facebook profile. Is that the place where you're like most active if people want to get in touch with you?
Yeah, for right now, we're still. I still have some things to do website wise. But yeah, as far as like a main point of contact, I would say Facebook for now. But we're working on that.
Okay,
Yeah.
and if they wanted to book the trip, just shoot you a direct message through Facebook. Is that where you're doing most of your booking?
Well, I have a booking platform that I've used in the past, the Resdy platform, but Yeah, I mean, even then, I mean, I've always been big with talking with customers. Like, I would rather talk with them and and go from there.
Okay.
Yeah, because I
Kind
mean,
of gauge what they want
Yeah.
versus
well,
just
yeah,
clicking buttons or something like that.
right. Versus somebody just, oh, well, here, just come here, put your stuff in. Like, nobody wants to talk to somebody just doing like the booking part of it. They want to talk to who they're actually fishing with.
I got
So
you.
that's
Right.
always been a big thing to me. Talking to people and building relationships with people. Really.
Yeah.
And y'all's line of work, weather comes into it a big part,
Oh
right?
yeah. Other than that, we'd be fishing every day. If it were up to me, we'd fish every day.
Yeah,
But
yeah. So if they got in touch with you and say they had 3 or 4 days, you'd look at it and say, "Hey, Friday's probably the best out of those 4 days," correct?
well, right, like, and especially like, I mean, once the calendar kind of fills up, like, pretty much like I would be in contact with you about the third day before your trip to just give you a rundown on the weather and all of that if we needed to reschedule. I've always been big. Like some people, oh man, Cat, we're from Florida. We fishing 5-footers all the time. And
Nope.
it's like, nah, bro. It's like, but hey, but if you want to tell, like, I'm gonna be honest with you. But if you really want to go and you're gonna tell me, it's like, I'm not scared. Like, come on, put your mouthpiece in. I'll take you. But other than that, it's like I'm a big believer in the honesty deal. And I don't care if you have to reschedule 5 times. Maybe that'll be maybe on the 5th time we'll go out there, and instead of catching 1 or 2, we'll go out there and whack them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm a believer in that. I'm not trying to take your money once. Like, I want you to come back.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Do y'all do the thing with the swords with the eyeballs and the fins
We
and the
started.
sword and all
Oh
that
man,
stuff?
we started that. You see everybody doing the fireball out the eyeball.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
started that.
Nice.
Yeah. But yeah. Used Casper Leach art, I guess, out of Waveland. Somebody I went to high school with her, and kind of got her painting bills now. Sent a lot of work to Inga Falterman over the years. She's super impressive with the work that she's done. I don't know how she does that, but that's pretty cool. But yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. You go kill a deer, like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna get it mounted.
Yeah.
Might as well get a bill painted.
Yeah.
Jennifer and Inga, they both teach his own on that. But yeah, that's pretty cool to have that done and put it on your fireplace or whatever
Yeah.
you want to do with
The
it.
eye socket's the coolest
Yeah.
thing out of there. I mean, with billfish, you got the bill and everything, and everybody
Right.
does their own engravings. But the eyeball on a swordfish, it's literally like this big, and when you get it engraved, it looks cool as crap.
Yeah, it makes a pretty cool shot glass too. It really
Especially for fireball.
Yeah.
it
I like it.
does. Yeah, it does. But pretty cool eyeballs.
Yep. Did you get him?
You almost got
He's
it.
a survivor,
I
dude.
almost
Yeah, that
got it.
dude's
a
He is,
survivor.
man.
If you can catch that
Right.
that fruit fly, you can catch any swordfish
right.
on the face of the
That's
earth.
right.
There
That's
you
right.
go.
He's right here right now. I'm about to get him.
Get him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
somebody
Almost.
ended
No,
up
missed
getting
him.
him,
Beat you.
Yeah.
Did you catch him with your
No.
hand?
No
Nope.
shot.
Nah, well,
but,
anyway.
he's-
What's it like pulling back up to Bay St. Louis down there? There's lots of things to do. Do your customers enjoy that? I mean, y'all hit the restaurants up yourselves personally or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, for sure.
Catch,
There's-
clean, cook?
Mhm.
I mean, there's a whole, depends on what kind of vibe you want that day. You don't have just like one choice. You got multiple options.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a great thing, especially family wise, or from a business standpoint. Like, if you're going to go anywhere to have a business meeting, like, I'd want to go somewhere where you could play golf, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you got all the amenities.
Yeah, everything, yeah.
And
And
not
that is
taking
that is one way to separate yourself a little bit from Venice. Like you
Well, it's
said,
a big point.
you'll never
You
be
ain't playing golf in Venice. I can
Yeah,
promise you
yeah,
that.
yeah,
I can assure you of that. Yeah.
No casinos, none of that. You just got to
you
rough
can hit a
it.
gas station casino down
Well,
the way.
yeah.
You know, you can find one. It's Louisiana. You can get one.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna bring your family, friends, any of that stuff, especially girls, well, who don't fish, but some of
Right.
mine fish, they would much rather stay at a casino. They'd much rather go to the beach. They'd
Yeah.
much rather do all that stuff and send them in fishing and then come back and then they can hook up later.
Yeah.
I mean, for sure. I mean, you got the Hollywood Casino that's right there. You got the Pearl Hotel, which is brand new hotel, really nice. It's directly in front of the harbor. I mean, you got Danby's, Rags to Riches, the Blind Tiger, feet Cuz's everywhere. You're not whatever you want to eat.
It's there.
Trapani's, yeah, everything. So
Yeah.
I
So
think
you're
it's
eating good,
Yeah.
jumping on the boat,
you're
going
gonna-
sword fishing, and coming back to eating good.
right. Yeah.
And a
pretty
lot of
much.
those places will even cook your fish when you get back.
Yeah.
for
That's what
you,
he said.
so-
He did
Yeah.
catch clean cook.
There we go.
Sorry, yeah. Y'all have hooked up with those people before, I'm guessing, right? To bring your swordfish, bring your tuna,
still,
bring what.
still kind of brand new
Yeah.
in this area, but we're gonna get it dialed in. It's been kind of slow. It's been really slow. Actually, it's kind of been like pulling teeth. But the only way I know to do it is to put
Keep
fish
grinding,
on
baby,
You gotta
yeah.
put fish on the dock, and we've been doing that the few times that we've been. Like it's just a matter of time.
Before it pops off.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's starting to heat up
Well,
too. People,
summer's
yeah,
coming
it's
up, yeah.
coming. You right on the precipice of that
That's
time.
right. I can't wait.
People's gonna be hitting it. Yeah.
3 or
They-
4 more weeks we're out of school and we can rock and roll again.
Yeah,
That's
they
right.
they gonna be doing it. They're gonna be doing it. What can we leave the people with before we wrap this up? Let them know about Driftset.
I mean, come see us.
Two guys hungry to put fish on the boat.
That's right.
But yeah, we'll definitely. If we don't catch anything, it won't be from a lack of effort, and
And you still have a good time, huh?
we're gonna have a good time first and foremost. That's the most important part. Everything else kind of takes care of itself. But
Yeah.
all I can say is be open minded and give it a shot. Like we'll put you on some fish for sure.
The and sword fishing too. I don't know if you said this earlier, Joey, but you don't got to be quiet, right? Like you play music on the
No,
boat. and
you
shit?
jump
yeah,
around.
Yeah,
I've never. I remember somebody one day said, "I can hear your radio from over here." And it's like, well, I don't know if y'all not getting any. We ain't even gotten any bites. Well, you might want to put it on BPM. They biting well. Like they biting well.
Hey, I have
Yeah.
been out multiple times,
Yeah.
snapper fishing, cobia fishing, and nothing. Turn gangster rap on,
Boy, they like
Light
some.
up.
They
it
like
lights
that.
up, baby.
Look, now on the Katana, that boat had probably the best sound system out of. I'd give anything. But you could sit there and watch the ride, and it's like there's no way with braided line. Like you could sit there and like watch the base, and it's like there's no way that they can't. Like they got to be able to sense that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
down
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
They're down there they're getting frisky.
Well, the rougher the better. You know what I mean? Sometimes like that'd be the most action that squid's seen and since he was in action.
There you go.
Yeah.
What's if it's your pick? What are you blasting on the boat? If it's your pick,
What do we? I mean, it just depends.
Music-wise, whatever the mood.
I like. Yeah, it's just you got to read the room. But
I like that.
I mean, we might
like
listen
that.
to anything from Garth Brooks to some what's his name? Some Mr. Biggs might come on. I mean,
There you go. There you go. I like
It's
it.
never
always
know.
the
You gotta-
old stuff. I
yeah.
like it's always the old stuff, you know,
Yeah.
because it's never the new stuff. And
No.
you're a young buck.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a young buck.
You
and
might
they're-
know some of that
And
new
even
shit.
the young bucks go back to the old stuff. And
Hey,
that's
right.
what I
Know
like.
where you came from.
Yeah, we're gonna go with the old Cash Money. If anything.
There you go.
There you go,
Yeah, a
yeah.
little Project Pat maybe or
Yeah.
something like
I
that.
remember,
666.
I remember some days, Captain Jack Anderson. I said, man, they biting real good to Project Pat. He said, well, Cap, he said, we're probably not going to catch one. Yeah. So I'm just letting
We'll
you
just
know.
play it anyway, just to make
yeah,
sure.
Yeah, you finna hear that. Is
Just
it?
Yeah.
No, but if it works, it works. We ain't fixing what's not broken.
There you go. There you
That's
go.
right.
Well, gentlemen, man, we appreciate y'all coming by here and chatting it up with us.
Yeah,
we
sir.
wish y'all nothing but the most success. Like you said, kind of new to this side of town.
Yep, for sure.
And getting
100%.
y'all's name out there. Driftset, look them up. Y'all got any merch? I see you wearing a shirt. Y'all got any merch that people can grab?
No, but we're working on that.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
We're working on it.
Yeah, I like that. I like the logo, man. That's
Oh,
what I
man.
told you before we went live.
That is
It looks,
cool
it looks
logo.
good, man.
Yeah, thank you to those folks that helped me with that.
Yeah,
wink,
yeah,
wink.
yeah,
Huh?
wink,
Yeah.
wink, wink.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, look, go check them out. I'll have them tagged in the audio side of everything. It's in the comments right
Yeah,
now.
Catch a big sword
On the live. Yeah, if you ain't never done it, man, go check it out. That blue water, it's a whole different experience, a whole other world out there.
It really
Yeah, bring us
is.
some tuna steaks because we always need them.
We'll do that for sure.
There you go. There you go. All right. Well, like I always say, man, we appreciate y'all tuning in. If y'all keep tuning in, we'll keep doing them. We'll see you on the next one.
Later.
Thanks so much for checking out the show. We really appreciate the support. If you haven't downloaded the Brownwater Banter app yet, go do it. It's free in the App Store and on Google Play. We have everything covered for a day out on the water. We've got the tides, the radar, Tails and Scales app. We've got a radio station right inside of it, and it's all free. All of our content is in there. You can listen to the show directly inside of the app. Make sure you keep your notifications turned on so you can stay in touch with us as we go live with guests in the future and plan events. If y'all keep tuning in, we'll keep doing them. We'll see you on the next one.
Brownwater Banter.